spicy before it's a girl, so spicy sex better. So today on Sex Matters, we're going to be talking about conditioning your vagina. Now, one thing I've come to realize is that a lot of men have been conditioned in a certain way due to biology or the way their body's been is being created to always ejaculate. Now, a man doesn't need to be in love with you before he can ejaculate. A man doesn't need to see your face before he can ejaculate. A man doesn't need to, feel you that much for him to ejaculate. All they need is just stimulation, right? The warmness of the vagina, the softness of the vagina, and this will make a man ejaculate. So whether a man is happy, or whether a man is stressed out, or whether a man is angry, or whether a man has target and is not in the mood, or he's tired, a man will still have sex and ejaculate. Now, why is it so hard for a woman to have the same thing as a man? Why is it so hard for women to condition their vagina just to have the same level with a man, so that even when you're tired or when you're not in the mood, you can still ejaculate? Why is this so hard? Now, the truth about it is, posting people's story today about squirting, I came to realize that a lot of women do not even know their body. You want to squirt, you want to get multiple orgasm, but then you're still saying your clitoris is the same thing as your G-spot. And then I wonder, how is this possible? How do you want to get to that point of squirting? One thing I need us to understand is the fact that, squirting comes in two levels. Now, medically, it has been said that if you do not have a skin gland, you cannot squirt. Now, I've also come to find out in some part of Africa, you don't need to have a skin gland. It's all about learning the techniques of stimulating your G-spot, of stimulating yourself, and also majorly conditioning your vagina. Now, what does it mean to condition your vagina? Now, this means that in some part of Africa, all you need to do is when you get to the point where you have conditioned your vagina, whether you're in the mood or not, whether you're enjoying the sex or not, you can still get an orgasm and can still squirt. Now, this basically starts from you knowing yourself. I felt I was crazy when I can say that, even if I'm not in the mood, right, and my husband does the right thing, right, touching the right spot, I will get an orgasm. Even if I not now, I'm tired, and he gets to touch the right spot, I will get an orgasm. A lot of people have, as we always put it, that our orgasm is connected to our emotions and all, but you see, there's also something called conditioning of the vagina. Now, the vagina is made in a certain way that needs to work in a certain way. A lot of times we look for two major orgasms. We look for the clitoral orgasm and the G-spot orgasm. Now, a lot of us get the clitoral orgasm, and so many women do not get the G-spot orgasm because we think that, it should come. Now, there are different techniques on how to get yourself there. All I need you to understand today is when you get to that point of conditioning your vagina, whether you are good, whether you're enjoying it, whether you're not enjoying it, you can still get an orgasm. It's called conditioning. Now, for men, you can have sex with 1,000 women and still not be good. You can have sex with 300 women and still not be good. The fact that certain women get to mourn and make you feel good, because at the end of the day, whether the vagina is sweet or not, you're still going to ejaculate, right? And women need to get to that point of, whether the sex is good or not, I want to get an orgasm. I want to squirt, right? I deserve to squirt. And so it goes back to conditioning the vagina. You need to understand and put yourself in that state of, okay, if I stimulate myself this way, right, what technique will work for me? The technique that will work for me won't work for you. The way I'm going to stimulate my clitoris might not definitely work for you. And so when you understand the way you can condition your vagina, because the vagina is made to do certain things and cannot be changed, right? The same way the penis is supposed to, ejaculate and, you pee with it, right? Just the two major things, the penis is supposed to do, right? Release of sperm and urine, right? Now, the vagina has almost the same thing. The vagina has its own work too. And the truth about, if you do not condition your vagina to that point of, at any point in time that you want to get an orgasm, you can't get an orgasm. Now, another thing I need us to understand is no man owes you an orgasm. No man owes you that act of squirting, when you get to that point of conditioning your vagina and you understand how these things work, you do not need him. The truth about it is, do you need a man to have pleasure? Do you need a man to get an orgasm? No. Because you can actually get an orgasm yourself. In other words, if you can get an orgasm yourself without a man, it means that you should go get trained, or you should learn the techniques of conditioning your vagina, so that whoever you get to sleep with or whichever partner you get to have will not determine whether you're going to enjoy sex or not. Now, in certain parts of Africa, I've come to find out that there are some parts of Uganda where they train their women, they condition their vagina. So these women, no matter who they get to sleep with, they will get an orgasm. No matter who they get to, they will get to squirt. That's why you find out that some men from other parts of the country or other parts of African country who go to sleep with these Uganda women will come back. So these men are probably filled in their own community or in their own country where they can make a woman squirt. And they get to sleep with an Ugandan girl who, not all though, who gets to squirt and gets an orgasm, and these men will come back to their own community and say, oh yes, I'm a man. And the issue is it's not because I'm not good, it's just because you our kind of women are not you don't know your body, or you're not good enough in bed, and the Ugandan women are good. The truth about it is, those Ugandan women have been trained from childhood to understand and condition their vagina. When you condition your vagina will always respond to stimulation, whether or not you're in the mood, whether or not you are in the right spot. The major thing is, you know where you're going to, you know what you want. Doing the right thing and the right stimulation for your clitoris would help you, get that pleasurable state, right? Doing the right thing for your G spot will also help you get to the right state. The major thing you need to understand is, where are these things placed? How do I get them? How do I stimulate them enough to work on me? And before you can get it, you need to also work on your mindset. Where are you mentally? What's the belief system you have? For a lot of women who probably have been circumcised, they believe that they can't get an orgasm, and no matter the kind of technique you want to do, it's not going to work. Why? Because it starts from here. So when you can correct and control what you have in mind, it's going to affect your sex life. So yes, all I'm saying is, every woman out there needs to get to that point where you condition your vagina to respond to how you want it to respond, not to wait for a man to decide, oh, because this man did it well, I responded, and that one is not good. No, it's not about how good a man is. The major thing is, when you condition your vagina, you determine how you want to be in sex, you determine how the sex is going to be for you, and you determine how your orgasm and squirting will be. I hope this gets to help someone today. Do you have a sex today till I come your way again? I mean, your one and only, so spice the sex life. See ya, and God bless.